To begin your planning, please go to draw.io and create a new file. Give it a sensible name and create a blank diagram. Then choose where you want to save it. And in this case, I'm going to save it in my raw assets folder, which I've got on OneDrive. Our next step is to go into our raw assets folder and look at the phobias text file. This file is really useful because it shows what we need to include. We've got our heading. We're going to have a section describing what a phobia is. We're going to list 10 common phobias, give some advice on how to overcome them, and finish up with some fear quotes. We can begin by planning the structure. In Draw.io, we can simply drag boxes in. We can resize, and with the box selected, if you start typing, text will appear in the middle. With the box selected, on the right-hand side, you can edit the font size. And next, we can drag in 2 more boxes for the main area and the footer. With the footer area selected, we can type in our name and date. And in the text area, we can then write a line and once again edit the font size. Note that in the text tab, you've also got some spacing options, and if you need to add tabbing, you can do so by editing the global option. I'm going to set up my web page so that I've got the first paragraph. And to indicate a paragraph, I can simply drag in a text and a heading. So that's going to be quite simple, saying what a phobia is. Notice that at this stage, I don't have to replace the text with the actual text. It is worthwhile taking the time to bold text when necessary and even make it bigger if desired. We should have hierarchy in our website where our main heading is larger than our subheadings. You can also easily resize boxes if you need more room, and that's exactly what I did by making the footer a little bit lower down and creating a larger box for my main content. Next, I created some more areas, one for my fear quotes, one for where I'm going to list the fears, and one for the advice on how to overcome a fear. Next, we can decide on our image placement. Go into your raw assets folder and simply drag the image from your folder onto your draw.io. Then resize using the corner and move the image to where you think it would look good. Note in this case, we have 2 images that we're going to place. In your conceptual design, you will want to show where your numbered and bulleted list goes. So I've dragged in some text for my top 10, and I can make it into a numbered list really easily. And I can do something similar to show where my bulleted list is going to go. One thing we do need to be aware of is that we need to link to at least one website. So in my intro for my numbered list, I can note down that I'm going to have a hyperlink. And in my text area, I've made it bold, and I can start to think about what colors I might use to make it obvious that that is in fact a hyperlink. If we go back to the things that we need, we've got a numbered list and a bulleted list. We need to also show that we're going to put a horizontal line between our quotes. So I've copied and pasted my fear text, and to get a horizontal line in the search area, I type in the word horizontal, and it will let me drag in a nice horizontal line that I can then place. And in the style area, I do have the option to change the color. As this video is getting a little bit long, we're going to consider our colors in the next video.